are you doing to keep our environment clean?
So we have a Cash for Containers campaign, and we provide our supporters with information and resources so that they can be active and help lobby and write letters to the government, whether it's emails or handwritten letters, to tell them that we want a 10-cent refund on bottles and cans.
They say up to 1 million tons of land-based waste is washed into the ocean. Here, for example, we'll look around and we see all of this kind of stuff. You know, this little bit here is that little bit there. And then we have the ever-present and evil cigarette butt. So the cigarette butts, I think, are a really good example. It looks like paper on the outside. I think most people think it is paper. And there is a lot of paper in it. And they think it's small and think, oh, well, nobody will notice. We'll just throw it on the ground, right? But inside, the filter is made of plastic acetate. And that collects all of the 3,900 toxic chemicals that are in each cigarette.
Sometimes people go to the beach, they drink, and then they leave the bottle there, so that's littering. But sometimes we can get bottles through stormwater drains, so they've come from a street and gone down a drain and ended up in the sea. You don't really see so many bottles, for example, that can be recycled because they have a 10 cents value on them, so people can get money back.
So why did you switch from thick glass bottles to thin plastic bottles?
Well, that happened about 30 years ago, and what happened was shoppers didn't like carrying the heavy bottles home. So they had the new plastic bottles, and what we've been able to do now is make them so thin that when you've used them, you can take the top off, crush them down to nothing, put the lid back on, and that fits into your recycling.
I'm actually the Managing Director of Green Money Recycling Rewards. There's rewards like free passes to Sydney Aquarium, to the Wildlife Park, to Manly Ocean World. There's cheap movie tickets, there's free dinners out for you and your family. There's a variety of things that you'd buy on a weekly basis.
Come on!
What do the chickens do?
So the chickens get all the organic food, so food scraps, obviously not chicken. I think getting better rewards will help people come on board. But also it's about the community spreading the word. I think it's a great initiative.
I'm from a town in the south called Knoxville in a state called Tennessee. And where I'm from, I never saw a recycling bin ever growing up. Not in my house, not on the streets, not in the parks. We just didn't do it.
Do you recycle now?
I do. Now that I live in DY and we have recycling bins, I definitely do.
As you can see, lots of people are trying to help in lots of different ways to keep our environment clean. So what are you doing to keep our environment clean? If you like this video, please click the like button or subscribe. Thank you!